So one of the assignments that you have to do is counting atoms. So I'm just going to show you just a quick example. I actually pulled these right off of the form. So just take a look at this. So if we have lead nitrate, each of these letters represents an element. But remember, a capital letter and a lowercase letter represents one element. So your first step you want to do to help you is to list out each of the elements that you see in the equation. Okay, so I have Pb, which is lead, N, which is nitrogen, O, oxygen. So then I need to figure out how many of each that I have. So Pb, there is no number with that. So I can automatically assume that there's one. So I would have one lead atom. When I look at nitrogen and oxygen, that's inside parentheses, and I have this little 2 on the outside. This is called a subscript. So when I have a subscript, I multiply that number by whatever's on the inside. Now remember, nitrogen, there is no number with that, so I can automatically assume that there's 1. So I'm just going to fill in a 1 there just to remind myself. So I'm going to multiply. 2 times 1 is 2, so I have 2 nitrogens. And oxygen, I have 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay. So the subscripts, you're multiplying. Okay. Now, if we look at this next example, calcium chloride, you have a big number 2 in the front. That is called a coefficient. Once again, you're multiplying. So my first step is going to write out all of my elements. So I have Ca, calcium, Cl is chlorine. Okay. This number gets multiplied by everything that it follows. So 2 times Ca, remember I have that invisible 1 here. 2 times 1 is 2. I already have 2 chlorines, so 2 times 2 is 4. Hopefully that helps you. If you run into any other problems, feel free to email me.